Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over top 10 running backs in Madden 25. As you see here, we have a card coming out tomorrow, this 97 Kenneth Walker. Stats look perfectly fine. I have no problem with this Kenneth Walker card. We haven't had one for a very long time, actually, I think. I don't remember his last card, honestly. 96 speed, kind of iffy. I wish he would have had 97, then he would have been for sure, maybe even top 5, but 97 speed or 96 speed, this might even get him to the top 10, but he's an honorable mention right now because we don't know his abilities or nothing yet. He does come out tomorrow, but since he is coming out tomorrow, he can be on this list depending on his abilities. I think he will be if when he comes out. I think they're not going to do him completely dirty. Just one or two 0 AP abilities would do him justice. Now moving on to number 10, we have Saquon Super Bowl LTD. As you can see, he's dropping in price around 730, 640. I remember when this card first came out, he was 3 million plus. Very good card, as you can see. There was some of these objectives. I don't know if he got them. He might have. Maybe one, I'd say. But as you can see, 97 speed, 94 excel. Very good stats overall. He does have some decent abilities here. As you can see, all of these are for one. This is his specific abilities. Jukebox, kind of cool. I don't really mess with Leapfrog or Ankle Breaker. And then he has these other 1 AP abilities if you really wanted to. It would have been real nice if he had Tank, but I don't think no running back has Tank discounted. 2 AP is probably normal, so that's not a bad price, but there definitely is better Saquons, and this Saquon comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have Darrington Evans. This is a free running back. That's probably the whole reason he is here at number 9, but as you can see, 97 speed, 94 excel, solid carrying. As you can see, his team is Bills, Bears, Dolphins, Titans. Titans team is pretty decent right now. I wouldn't say they're the best, but they are pretty good. They are usable. I don't believe he gets any discount. Oh, he gets backfield master discounted. Nothing too crazy here. Honestly, it's just Tank you're looking for. I don't think nobody gets it. Darrington Evans was free if you watched one MCS stream. There was actually 2 MCS streams you could get him in. So if you got Darrington Evans, he's free. You don't got to really spend on a running back unless you're buying a top tier one, if you see later in this list. But Darrington Evans falls at number 9. Now coming in at number 8, we have Chris Johnson. As you can see here, 97 speed, 96 excel. All team chems. He was the top 100 rank reward, I believe, last season. Or no, the season before. Because last season was Warren Sapp. Now this past season before that was Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, good running back, 97 speed, 96 excel. Any full team, he gets 99 speed. That's why he's so good. 86 carrying is kind of sus, but I don't think if you run on conservative, you won't see a problem with it. 600K is now affordable. He was around 2.5 mil, and we started getting some heat at the running back position. He does get Jukebox, running back apprentice, and grab and go. I'm not too much of a fan of them. I kind of want to lab up with grab and go, see how that does, because I do throw it to my running back a little bit. Hopefully I get better receiving animations, rack animations with them. That might actually be beneficial later on, but other than that, this Chris Johnson having all 32 theme teams is what puts him at 8. Okay, now moving on to number 7, we have Kareem Hunt. As you can see here, 95 Super Bowl card. Most of these Super Bowl cards are really good. He's Chiefs, Browns cam. We all know Chiefs are a top 3, top 4 theme team probably now. 96 speed, 91 excel is kind of rough, but they do get discounted abilities. As you can see, his discounted abilities is trust, spin cycle, goal line back. I couldn't use 3 AP on a running back unless I really had the enough AP for it, but I usually spend all my AP on my quarterback, so I would only spend 2 AP max. That 2 AP would go on something like Tank, and that's really all I would do. I just don't want to fumble. I want my running backs to do fine. If they have Tank, I can at least trust that they won't fumble for me. And Kareem Hunt falls at number 7. He has really good teams, and that's honestly what carries him. Now coming in at number 6, we have Alvin Kamara. He just got this AKA yesterday. He was broken yesterday, like his abilities and everything, but they are fixed now. As you can see, he's about 400K, 97 speed, 92 excel. 97 speed is really nice. You kind of want to see the excel higher, but it's okay because there's no like juice running backs just yet. As you can see, he has 2 discounted buckets. Yesterday he only had 1, which is why he was broken, but now they have 2 again. His discounted abilities are ankle breaker, backfield mismatch, evasive, and jukebox. Um, he gets these in both buckets, so you could do evasive, jukebox. You could have 2 of these if you really wanted to. Nothing else is discounted, as you can see. You just pick 2 of these if you really want to run abilities. I know people been wanting an AK card for a while. He has one now. It's actually usable, and that's why he comes in at number 6. Now coming in at number 5, we have Bijan Robinson, Falcons Chem, aka Icons Chem. Nothing too crazy there. He is an LTD, so his price is kind of inflated. 97 speed, 96 excel. Bijan Robinson cards always play very, very good. No stats, no problem here with any of the stats. He's always a good running back to use. He does get some discounted abilities. Same with Alvin Kamara. These AKA cards get 2 discounted buckets, so he gets these in 2 different buckets. So he gets armbar, backfield mismatch, balance beam, first one free. The reason why he's over AK is because he has acceleration, a lot more acceleration, and then he also has first one free if you guys want to dabble into that. And is a pretty solid one, but obviously you want angry runs, freight train, and wrecking ball. Those are probably the top 3, but first one free isn't the worst. Balance beam I don't think is usable at all. I wouldn't use backfield mismatch, and I probably wouldn't use armbar. It's just first run free, and the excel that puts him at number 5. Now coming in at number 4, we have Frank Gore. He came out recently, 96 speed, 95 excel. Does have a bunch of theme teams: Niners, Jets, Dolphins, Colts, Bills, and the Ultimate Legends theme team. Maybe that might be usable later on. It's kind of expensive now, but as you can see, no stats here are a problem. He has decent speed, decent excel. You would like to see him on most of these cards on a theme team to get the speed boost, but it's perfectly fine. But a really good pro about this Frank Gore is that he gets 2 0 AP buckets. Every Ultimate Legend does. As you can see, he gets bulldozer, jukebox, balance beam, running back apprentice. You're probably not going to use apprentice because most QBs have some sort of hot route master, master tack, or backyard QB, one of those right by now. And I don't recommend anyone use balance beam. You'd probably use jukebox and bulldozer. Those are pretty good abilities to have for 0. And then you can also pay 2 AP for tank if you really wanted to. That's kind of what I've been doing for some of my running back cards. You might see them later on in the list. I'll tell you what I was using on them. But Frank Gore falls at number 4. Now coming in at number 3, we have Saquon Barkley's NFL Honors Champion card. As you can see, 97 speed, 94 excel. Very good stats, and only 400k is really good. Giants, Eagles chem. Everybody knows Eagles team is the best, and they possibly can be getting juiced for Team of the Year. They have potential to get 10 cards for Team of the Year if people voted. I think a lot of people do Eagles team, so you might see them get voted for a lot, and they might get a whole bunch of more cards. The Eagles are getting some new cards for Combine too. I believe a John Ross was leaked, and he does get Eagles chem, so that adds to the receiving core a lot more. But this Saquon Barkley, very good card. I personally use this one over the LTD just because he's more affordable, and I don't use my running backs as much as other people, so I don't think it's worth me buying a 2-3 million coin running back unless it was someone later on in this list. We'll get to him later. But as you can see, Saquon gets 2 0 AP ability buckets. Personally, like I said, human joystick's pretty good, but I wanted to try out grab and go. I don't think reach for it's the worst thing. You could probably put reach for it. I had that on for a little bit, but grab and go, that's really good. I think it's going to be help with receiving animations on your running back, so I'm trying it out, seeing how it does. Jukebox, armbar, bulldozer, you couldn't go wrong with. I would just stay away from like the apprentices and that kind of stuff, or the spin cycles, or leapfrog. Most of those things are unrealistic to help you. You just need something to help your scheme. So for me, human joystick would help everybody. And then for me, I throw to my running back, maybe even more than I run the ball. So grab and go can help me out potentially. And then I also paid 2 AP for tank when I was using Saquon. So tank on Saquon helps with not fumbling. But this Saquon Barkley card is extremely good, and that's why he falls at number 3. And at number 2, we have Emmitt Smith. His card is very, very expensive for good reason. I honestly think he shouldn't be this expensive. He should be around 3 mil maybe, but not 5. But the packs he came out with was that $500 to $700 bundle or whatever EA came out with. and that was way too much, so nobody was really buying it, and that's why he's so expensive. As you can see here, Cowboys, Cardinals, and the 90s motivator chem. That's why he falls at number 2 most of the time. He gets +1. He gives +1 speed to all Cowboys, no matter what tier chem you have. Like, say you have 20 Cowboys, you get the +1 speed for 20 Cowboys. But if you have Emmitt Smith, you get another +1 speed. You have 40 Cowboys, that's +2, and then you have Emmitt Smith, that's +3. So Emmitt Smith gives +1 speed to all Cowboys. And in order to get this boost to activate, you need the both Deion receiver, Deion corner, Super Bowl cards. I think they're both really good. The Deion corner is definitely the best corner in the game. Deion receiver is arguably one of the best receivers in the game. So those aren't the worst pickups. It's not like, I have to get them and I can't use them. No, both Deion receiver and corner cards are more than usable. And they also get he also gets the motivator chems. Very good cards here, but it's decent boost here, but nothing crazy. It's the +1 speed that really holds him up here. He does get some abilities discounted, like other Super Bowl cards. He gets a bunch of 1 APs. Like I said, I'm not spending too crazy of abilities on my running back. I just would spend money on tank. Like this AP, 2 AP tank is probably all I would use. I'm not using 3 AP on my running back. Personally, another cool thing about this Emmitt Smith is he does get unstoppable freight train, I believe. So I believe once you turn it on, it's on for the rest of the game forever. You do have to get it turned on though, so you have to rush for like 10 yards or something once or twice, and then it's turned on for the rest of the game, which is kind of overpowered. Only person that has something like that is the Marcus Allen, the green Marcus Allen with the little and angry runs. But this one isn't going to cost you not nearly as much as, I don't know how much AP it is, but it's not gonna, so rush for 10 yards, and that's all you gotta do. Rush for 10 yards, and then you have unstoppable freight train for the rest of the game, which is kind of cracked, but he is 5 million coins, so unless you're doing a Cowboys theme team, he is not worth getting. But Cowboys theme team seems like they're getting a couple cards more and more as the weeks go on, so Cowboys theme team is creeping up. You might want to look into this Emmitt if you can afford him. Now coming in at number 1, it's probably no surprise, Saquon Barkley LTD, 98 speed, 95 XL. Just like +1s, +2s to his champ card. Very good card. He does get discounted abilities. As you can see here, he gets basically the same abilities as his LTD, just boosted stats, which is better. Like I said before, human joystick grab and go would probably be something I run on him because I pass the ball to my running back a bit. And then pay for tank for 2 AP. He gets a lot of discount abilities. I wouldn't really pay for an X Factor either, unless it's Angry Runs, Freight Train, or Wrecking Ball. I'm personally not paying for X Factor. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.